You've never felt more like a fairy.
You know what I don't like being? Wet for no reason.
Look at that.
So scrumptious.
It's a bench.
It's a bench. We don't have time for benches. You know what? This is the prettiest tunnel that I've ever been in.
Oh wait, hang on. We gotta start at the beginning. We're heading to the city of Niagara Falls, and we're having an impromptu adventure day. We're aiming to visit 4 attractions, which, yes, you can visit and pay for individually. However, with the Winter Wonder Pass, we can experience all 4 for a heavily discounted price. And who doesn't love an off-season discount? So we bought the passes online and drove up on a freakishly warm winter day. It only takes an hour and a half from Toronto, and before we knew it, we were at the Butterfly Conservatory. Now hang on, I can see some of you are twitching to click away because you're like,
butterflies, I don't even care.
look, butterflies are freaking cool, all right. Perhaps you've heard of Pokémon that evolve. Well, this is literal metamorphosis in real life. Think of us as strolling through a real-life Pokémon center. We're here with, the Metapods, and they're about to change into Butterfrees. And I know, some of you are like, where are the waterfalls? Look, don't go chasing waterfalls. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Just enjoy the friggin' butterflies.
Hello and welcome to the Butterfly Conservatory, or maybe I'm the wrong host for this. This guy's been with me for a while. I've been trying to convince her or him to go flutter and be free, but I've just been like part of my journey right now.
I haven't sweated from the heat like this in so long.
Yeah, it's obviously like a beautiful, warm, humid, magical experience. What did they say, like 200 butterfly species, or was like 2,000 butterfly species?
I wasn't actually paying attention.
We did not, we were very bad
to the
school
talk.
people.
But there's a lot.
So beautiful. You just have to walk slowly and carefully and look at the ground when you're going, and they're just having the time of their lives.
It's really serene, isn't it? Everyone's walking really carefully and taking their time and stuff because they do go on the ground.
Yeah, I gotta tell you though, I am fighting off all my Animal Crossing vibes.
What, as in you're gonna catch one?
Well, they catch them with little nets in Animal Crossing.
Did you bring a net?
No, but I brought tiny binoculars.
That's not as threatening as a net for these guys.
No, it's not, is it? I mean, they don't seem very threatened to begin with. I mean, they're kind of just minding their own wonderful business.
Except for this guy, he was not minding his own business. He was touching my butt, making a first base move on me.
Let's go see what we can see. How many different kinds can we actually capture? Not like a Pokeball.
Yeah, no capturing.
No capturing, just looking at them.
Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There were way more than 12 butterfly colors. I just really like that song.
We have to figure out what to name this wonderful butterfly. Oh, his little tongue is coming out. How many butterflies out of butterflies would you give this place?
I'll give it 9 butterflies out of 10.
Oh, what's the one butterfly that's not there for?
It could be a little bigger, maybe, but it's really nice. It's an amazing space. It doesn't feel small, put it that way. Oh, I love it, but I'm getting quite warm.
I was gonna say, it is the winter time right now, but I'm so sweaty. And plus, we still have more adventures to go on. We've only just started our Niagara
the
adventure.
main bit.
Yeah, oh right, the Niagara Falls.
And I didn't expect a Butterfly Conservatory to have a dangerous section, but turns out the gift shop is adorable, and I wanted absolutely everything in it, and I had to be like, no, we're leaving immediately. It's like having a toddler, but you're the toddler, and you're like, look at it, it's got mushrooms. It's so cute. And I was like, no, we're heading to Niagara Falls. We're gonna go see some wonders of the world.
But look at the mushrooms.
Niagara Falls has been spotted. I repeat, Niagara Falls has been spotted.
All right, first trip for you to the Niagara Falls.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's first trip for you since
As
you
an
were
adult, yeah.
in high school. Look at that. Look at all these funny things behind us, the old buildings.
When you come on a school trip, you come in a yellow school bus, and then everyone sees it, and then
Did
boys.
you literally come in a yellow school
Of
bus?
course, I came in a yellow.
I still get quite fascinated by those because they're I only ever saw them on The Simpsons.
A yellow school bus with no seat belts, and you sit in the back and they hit a speed bump and you smash your head on the ceiling.
Does that really happen?
Yeah, absolutely happens.
We can't turn this into questions about yellow school buses. So. That building there, it looks super flat. Like it looks like cardboard. Is it?
I love how you're talking about that, and Niagara Falls is right there.
This could be the 9th wonder of the world. The flattest building in the... What is happening with it? Anyway, this is the better angle.
Yeah, it is.
There we go. Enough about the flat building.
So all those hotels, like people obviously want to get the view of the falls.
You'd be pretty gutted if you're on the back side of the
Can you
hotel.
imagine? And you're just looking at the town of Niagara Falls and you're like,
I'm sure the town's lovely enough, but compared to this...
Yeah.
It's a rainbow.
Oh my gosh, there's a rainbow in the falls.
Show everybody the rainbow.
Holy moly, there is, yeah. All right, flipping it. Look at that. It's a rainbow and a terrifying hole in the earth.
It's a hole in the earth.
Wow.
Wait until you actually see it. You're only seeing it from the side.
Look at that. Every day is a media day at Niagara Falls.
Of course. You're like, look at this thing.
Look at that! Trying to get the angle right. Mental. It's starting to look more intense here. Okay, so this will be my very first time to see it face on.
It's beautiful.
Holy moly.
Holy moly, right?
Look at that!
Isn't it uncomfortable that that's the edge right there? It
I'm
makes
just
me
amazed
so
that
uncomfortable.
there's rainbows here as well. This is a mixture of terrifying and fascinating.
Oh, isn't it so scary? Isn't it so uncomfortable?
So look, this is just like, if you didn't have this angle here, this just looks like a normal river. And then that's the edge. That's quite disconcerting. What is going on there? It just ends. The earth ends. Wow, so there is kind of a double rainbow forming. And then actually, if you follow it all the way around, the other end of the rainbow is kind of there.
Once the mist starts blowing across it, it will get stronger.
The almost complete rainbow in front of us is kind of overshadowing the 8th wonder of the world. Because I think this is such a rare phenomenon, isn't it? We're like at the same level as a rainbow. What is happening here? But look at this.
It's so lovely.
Lucky us. Hey.
What a day.
What a
Oh,
day.
it's definitely getting stronger. Multipass. Name that movie. It's actually a multipass for once because we're going to go to multiple things. The journey behind the falls, falls, falls. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Ooh, can you feel it? The chill?
It's chilling.
Whoa.
Finally.
Oh, I was going to say, the Butterfly Conservatory was so hot. I'm like, give me that cold.
Oh, I see. It's over there.
Follow the lights.
What's down there?
That's another one that we can look at, but it might be frozen. We'll see. I don't know what to expect. I've never done this before. Okay, you know what? Chotto mate kudasai. She's like, you're not gonna get wet, and I can see that I'm gonna get wet. So if you don't mind me, I'm gonna put on a jacket.
Okay, quick costume change.
Yes. You know what I don't like being? Wet for no reason. I'm ready, let's go. Whoa, we're eye level with the rainbow. Oh, look at this. Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's wet.
She's like, you won't get wet. I was like, I'm gonna wear my jean jacket. You need a rain jacket. Look at this. That's
amazing, isn't it?
This is the behind the falls journey. Keep in mind that we're not here in the summertime, so all the platforms are actually kind of like frozen with snow. I like them apples.
Look at that. Depending on the direction of the wind, you get absolutely soaked.
Yeah, it's coming from behind us, but
But it's really nice. Look at it. Just icebergs, and I guess you call that an iceberg?
Nature.
Just nature everywhere. Oh my gosh, you get absolutely soaked.
let's go explore some tunnels.
All right.
One last rainbow view.
Okay. It's quite an experience.
I hope you guys can hear the ambiance. It's like this haunting
Or the rumble of the...
of the gigantic waterfalls above us. Yeah. This is totally unrelated. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I am 42, which is the answer to the question of the meaning of life. And always bring a towel with you everywhere you go.
Oh yeah, that's a good reference.
And today has to be the perfect example of that. Look at these acoustics. Acoustics.
I wonder what's even at the end of this.
Little tiny squares that you can glance through and be like directly behind the falls. But in the winter time, sometimes they're completely iced over. So we're right here, directly behind the falls. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Kind of gives me the...
It's kind of creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not into that.
Scares you?
A little bit.
Oh, I hear drippy drips.
Yeah, it might actually
It might be
have
open.
some waterfall to look at.
It feels like something's happening.
Oh.
Ooh, it's ready to bust. Ooh, it scares me. It just gives me these feelings that it's gonna go, you know, like.
Oh, that's different. Ooh,
Ugh.
look at that.
Do you think it just one day it slowly melts away, or do you think it just goes like?
Don't know.
Like,
It feels kind of odd, doesn't it?
you can feel the shaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so we started all the way over here, and then we went, and then we stopped here, and then we saw the massive rainbow coming all the way across to like here, and then we went inside this building, and then we took an elevator down, and then we went on across the tunnel, and then we came out here, got super soaked from the fall. Look how little this is. And then this was closed because it's frozen. Then we went back in, we've gone through the tunnel, we went all the way around, and we've seen this one, which was really frozen, and then this one, which is beginning to defrost. So we're like behind.
Now, at this point, we were quite hungry. However, the food court that was located the closest to us had some of the most scathingly bad reviews I have ever seen in my long history of being a food reviewer. I gotta share them with you. Absolutely terrible experience. What they sold me as ramen could barely be called food. Ramen with grilled chicken and boba cost $36.49, and this was the worst ramen I've ever had. The saddest food experience in Canada ever. 0 stars. The food itself wasn't just bad, it was sincerely the worst I've ever had. Just wanted to grab a quick bite. I had low expectations on the food because of the bad reviews, but the sushi is worse than I had expected. You guessed it, we are absolutely not eating there. We're going to a local favorite. It's called Country Fresh Donuts, and it is beloved by the locals. It hasn't just opened up, it's like a staple, and it's the classic Canadian thing, you know, freshly made donuts and wonton soup. And like most of the best tasting places, it's cash only.
Wonton soup and donuts is not something I would expect to see, and I wish I saw more of it. So good. Barbecue pork, like fall apart tender. So scrumptious. Everybody online is like, my family's been going here for years. I totally understand why. Everybody is so friendly, the owners that work here. I'm just gonna keep talking and eating wontons, and then Dan's gonna be like, but there's no more wontons for me.
Oh no, closer. Oh, closer. Pork, right?
Yeah. Isn't that soft, right?
Yeah.
I know.
And these I've never seen before. They look like little kind of ultra mini breadsticks.
Yeah, they said sprinkle some in.
Sprinkle some in. I guess it's kind of like the noodle, isn't it? It sort of gives another texture, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that. A couple of these on the wonton. Trickier than you thought. Okay. Wow.
Right?
Yeah. These are super nice on their own.
It's like croutons, isn't it?
It's like long croutons, but the wonton soup is just so nice and savory. The little green onions, great. Love it. How does it go with the, what did you get? The guavegi?
I mean, I'm calling it guavegi, but it's called a sugar twist.
Like a bigger one than we normally get.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, it can barely hold itself up. It's so soft. Simple is besto.
This has blown my mind a little bit. Having this with donuts.
And you decided to get a Charles.
A Charles eclair.
Charles.
So I've never had wonton soup and an eclair. So let's see if it's a complimentary pair.
And this, by the way, is a Western style eclair. It's not like the French ones that are piped in. It's much more like a conveni eclair, in my opinion. Isn't that so good?
It's really good.
You know the coconut cream buns we always get when we go to the Chinese bakery? Mm-hmm. This is that kind of vibe, but it's got...
super soft.
I know.
Ooh. Does it pair with wonton soup? I don't know. Kind of.
It's delicious.
I don't feel like it made one or the other worse. No, it's great.
Watch
Recently, I feel like I've got more used to going from like savoury to sweet and then back to savoury again. So here we are, back at the soup. Oh, it's good.
Right?
Really good.
We're heading to one of our final attractions. It closes in an hour, so, we have lots of time to just stroll there and to enjoy another epic view of the waterfalls. However, it turns out we were on the last elevator down, and so we really had to hustle.
We have a limited amount of time to get down here. It's 5:13. It takes 15 minutes to walk down there. We're gonna beat that. We're getting there before that. Then they're like, you take a look at the view, and then you're like, wow. And then it's 15 minutes, so basically 30 minutes to get there and back, which means we get back to the elevator at 5:43, and the museum closes at 6. So the guy's like, by the time you make it up the 2,200-foot elevator down, we're gonna be closed. So we're just like, let's do it. We paid for this. You ready?
We're doing it.
We saw this on Amazing Race.
We did. What happens if we don't make it back in time?
We live here now and we become
We just wait till the morning. Oh wow, the tunnels are amazing. Look, it's all changing colour.
Oh, it's a rainbow tunnel.
That's cool.
Wow. We gotta get there.
What's the guy's name?
Gingerbread man.
Gingerbread man.
Almost there. Oh, look.
It's a bench.
It's a bench. We don't have time for benches. We have to win this race.
It's actually quite a long tunnel.
I know.
It's nice though, look at it.
It's really pretty. It's one of the prettiest tunnels. You know what? This is the prettiest tunnel that I've ever been in. We didn't even tell you what we're doing. I'm pretty sure we were like, we've got to make it down this tunnel with zero explanation. Well, if you're still here, thank you. We are in the energy station that used to be the power source from Niagara Falls, made by Tesla, like the original OG cool Tesla. Dan, is there anything you can add to my potentially incorrect historical analysis?
It's like 12 turbines. This is like that show we watched. I literally just told you. This lady just told us everything and we've forgotten it all. This is the power station.
I think it was, because she said those turbines are historical turbines. Oh, look, a poncho. Yes.
Alright, ponchoed up.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my god, this is amazing!
Oh wow, that rainbow's still there.
It's a double rainbow.
That rainbow's just been sticking around all day. In fact, you can almost see it joining up.
Wow. I almost feel a little bit more in awe of this view than I did of the first traditional view. The ice just like flowing in really beautiful patterns and like wavy textures that only nature can do. And then you have this ridiculous, look at this, it's a full rainbow. Take a look. Wow, it's so beautiful. I feel like a news reporter because I'm wearing a poncho and holding this. Captain's log. Stardate, March 2026. I've seen an eighth wonder of the world. Honestly, I didn't know how long we could spend at Niagara Falls, but turns out there's a lot of different places to view the exact same water running, and all of it is impressive. You just get there and you go, wow, this is so beautiful. We even got a double rainbow, which, you know, the double rainbow guy. I was like, wow, it's so beautiful. Don't look at me, look behind me.
Build a ladder.
I thought it was totally worth it.
That was amazing. I'll say this, I didn't know what to expect, but it was way less tacky than I thought it was going to be.
That's always nice to hear.
We saw the clip of the town, like, street,
Yeah, the
which
strip,
is
yeah.
more like casinos and like kind of mini Vegas. Mini
exactly
Vegas.
what I was going to say.
This is totally separate.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally a whole layer down, and it's great. There's a lot of walking because you're kind of going backwards and forwards between places and up and down elevators and
But
stuff.
it's like a little exercise day.
I forget that the butterflies was this morning, and that's all part
There
of
was
the
a
same thing.
butterfly on my hand.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make a Gandalf joke.
I wanted to be like, whisper to it and then have it rescue me.
Because in the movie, Gandalf is on the tower. No. And then he gets captured by Sauron. No.
Is there a butterfly involved in this?
Yes, he gets
Okay.
rescued because he captures a butterfly and he whispers to it. He sets it free, and then the butterfly brings him an eagle. Do you not recall this?
Did we just watch this?
This is the view that I'm used to seeing. As a kid, I've come here, but this is my first time to return back. And I honestly thought this is all we had going for us, like just this view. But this time we went
way more than that.
under and saw it from a different location, which was really like spooky and like club
There's a
it.
couple of different caves and ways to see the falls.
Yeah.
And like, it's quite dramatic at the bottom.
And then we went to the electric station, which
Yep.
we've learned, if it closes
Oh.
at 6, like as in if you have an hour to close, you're gonna be hustling. So we
it's
realized,
it's a long run, and it's like a good 20-minute walk. So we
Yeah.
had to run that to get the
as,
last few
as
shots.
you saw, we just did the flight path thingy. They've really undersold what they have going for them in this
It's great.
case.
I mean, we didn't know what to expect. There's branding doesn't tell you anything. And
The way that they sold it, I thought we were going to sit down in a movie theater seat, and then we would kind of lift off the ground a bit, and then there'd be some cheesy movie on a screen. But no, you enter in this beautifully designed room with a beautiful story about the native Canadians, like the original Indigenous people. So it was actually like a whole experience. And then you get in the seat, and it was some prime drone footage of Niagara Falls.
It's really
like,
good. It was great because we felt a bit like, oh, we missed out a few things here and there, and like they show winter, they show inside the night experience. So obviously it's not the same as going there, but you kind of get an experience of it.
Probably better angle of it you'd get if you stood here, right? Because you're like
really
flying
good.
like an eagle. That was the whole concept.
But it's
of
not
it, right?
just flying around like an eagle.
Like
it was
the concept
theatrical.
room, yeah.
It was good.
Theatrical, that's the word
That's
I'm
the
looking
one.
for.
It's cool though, and everyone's just kind of going whoa
Yeah.
the whole time. So it's quite an experience. It was a really good day, and this isn't even all of it. So we could come back and do other stuff, but the pass was good. The pass helped us kind of like have a focus.
Yeah.
I think without that we could have just been idling around and just going, well, that's the falls. It kind of kept us on track with something. So I'd say 10 out of 10 waterfalls.
5 seagulls out of 5 seagulls.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got to fly like a seagull, which we realised is the correct way of singing that song.
Yeah. I'm gonna fly like a seagull to the sea. There's no eagle. Where are the eagles at?
That's a seagull.
There are actually quite a few seagulls. I haven't seen a drastic amount of seagull poop, so that
Because no one's feeding them chippies.
Isn't
Isn't that what you do?
It's true.
Give
Feed them
me a
chippies,
chippies?
and they give you shitty.
Shitty?
I don't know.
Okay, we're tired.
This is what time is it now? It's like 7 something. Daylight savings is just changed.
7:20.
7:20. It's kind of golden hour-ish
It's
now.
beautiful.
So yeah, it's really nice. So we're gonna get some final shots and then head on out. Are we going to get pooped
Are
on
we
by
gonna
this
get pooped
little,
on after we-
little
we
squadron of
squad?
seagulls?
I'm
Anyway.
gonna slowly slide out of the shot and see if we can get the thing behind us. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Bye, everybody.